Hi guys, I'm Mike.
And I'm Stephen.
And this is Indy Fanatics, your home for IndyCar content with weekly podcasts and feature videos. Welcome back to the channel, guys, and to another episode of the IndyCar Podcast. It's another 2 in a week because, well, we had the double header at Detroit. Fantastic weekend of IndyCar action for you. You know what IndyCar said? It's not enough. We've got Road America this weekend. So we're back. You're back. Everyone's back because racing is happening this weekend. Is that enough?
You were here and then you finished like down here.
Don't get it wrong. I always feel like, you should start low and build up to the high, but I always go high and then low.
I was racing this weekend.
I run out of energy halfway. It's racing this weekend! Hey! First of all, though, before we get into the preview, have to say it came out yesterday that Rinus VeeKay was involved in a cycling accident where he's fractured his clavicle. He won't be able to race this weekend at Road America, which sees Oliver Askew, super sub again. Obviously, came in for Felix Rosenqvist last weekend. But Oliver Askew will be replacing Rinus VeeKay for this weekend for Ed Carpenter Racing. Obviously, speedy recovery to Rinus.
So he had successful surgery on it. So on the road to recovery.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't know how long that will take. Hopefully not too long.
Yeah, hopefully he only misses just this one race.
Yeah.
That would be the ideal situation. But yeah, that's the main thing. Glad he's okay and speedy recovery for them. But the race. It's Road America. What a great track Road America is.
One of the best.
It is. And we had a double header there last year and it was a really good double header as well, actually. But just one race this year. So don't worry about it. It's going to still be a crack of a race. And we go into the weekend with a guy who secured pole in race 2 there last year. But Stephen, his name escapes me. Who is leading the championship?
Pato!
Okay, yeah, there he is. Pato's leading the championship. But as always, as we get into this race preview, let's start off with some facts about Road America. So, Road America was first held as part of IndyCar, or back then, the kart series, in 1982, and was won by Hector Raback for Forsyth Racing. This was his first and only win in kart. And first wins seem to be a common theme at Road America, as joining Hector was Jacques Villeneuve Sr., so not that Jacques Villeneuve, Paul Tracy, Jacques Villeneuve, that Jacques Villeneuve, that's...
This is getting a bit complicated with that Jacques Villeneuve or not that
Jacques Villeneuve. Absolutely. Dario Franchitti, Christian Fittipaldi, Bruno Junqueira, Alex Tagliani, and last year's Race 2 winner, Felix Rosenqvist. So that's 9 drivers in total securing their first career win at the circuit. Will we have a 10th this weekend? I suppose Grosjean could. Scotty McLaughlin could. In the series, Connor Daly could. He's never won in the series before.
Yeah.
No, has he? He might have done.
Ooh.
I've thrown that out there. He got a first pole position last year. I'm not sure if he's won. I shouldn't throw these things. I should stick to the stats. Anyway, the Unsers. We all know a great racing family name in American open wheel racing. Well, Al Unser and Al Unser Jr. both, it's a bit of an Unser curse, had terrible luck there. They've never won. The Unsers have never won at Road America. And Al Sr. ran out of fuel in the very first race in 1982 on the final lap whilst
was he
leading the race.
He was leading.
Yeah.
Heartbreak.
And 1985, 86, 88, 91 and 96, Al Unser Jr. retired from the race from winning positions, apart from 91, where he was overtaken by Michael Andretti in the last 2 laps. That moves us on nicely because the Andrettis have been quite successful at that circuit because the 2 drivers who share the most wins at the track, and it's a blast from the past with IndyCar and F1 stars Mario Andretti and Emerson Fittipaldi sharing 3 wins apiece at this track. The most successful team has been Newman Haas Racing with 10 wins at the circuit. That's right, For the first time this season, Penske haven't had the most wins at a track.
Yay!
In fact, they have only won 4 races over the years at the track.
Jeez,
so
4? Not a lot at all.
Absolutely. So, if Team Penske are looking to get that first win of the season, maybe this isn't the track for them. Be interesting though. We've now said this isn't a good track for Penske. Which means
so they're going to win now.
They're going to win now.
We keep picking them up, and now we've dropped them down. They're going to win.
Absolutely. The last winners were Scott Dixon in race 1 and Felix Rosenqvist in race 2, with Dixon making it 3 wins in the first 3 races, and then Rosenqvist win. You'll get back to Stephen in a second. Meant that Ganassi had won all 4 of the opening races of last year. Stats, there you go. Bit of a bumpy road through that one, but we got there. Stephen's okay because he remembers that at the expense of Pato's first win in IndyCar was that Felix Rosenqvist win. How does it feel, Stephen?
Pain.
Yeah.
Pain.
But
now Pato's a 2-time race winner, so Pato!
It makes it all better.
I was remembering, maybe derailing this, but you're talking about first people getting their first wins.
Yeah.
Cody Ware could get his first win in IndyCar Series because he makes his debut.
That was another one of note. Yes, the Rick Ware, in partnership with Dale Coyne Racing, will be running 2 cars this weekend, won't they? With Grosjean and Cody Ware.
Cody Ware will be in the 52.
And obviously it will be 3 Dale Coyne cars in total, as obviously in partnership with Vasser Sullivan, the Ed Jones entry will be there. So fantastic. And Cody Ware's very interesting bloke. Obviously he's gone around, I think sports cars and NASCAR has kind of been his main sort of area, but he has been an advocate for talking about mental health, being very open about his own mental health struggles and kind of how he struggled to deal with trauma in his childhood. Very horrible thing, like he got set on like gasoline. Was horrible. So it'd be nice to see Cody Ware as part of the series. I know he's been kind of gunning for this all season, and they've clearly finally got a budget together for this race. So welcome to the paddock, Cody, and we obviously wish him the best of luck.
Yeah, we do indeed.
But general thoughts ahead of the weekend. I mean, this championship battle is hotting up. It's been youth versus veterans so far this year. The youth have kind of been dominant because only Elio and Scott Dixon have been the ones who have. Well, I suppose Marcus Ericsson's in that middle-aged territory.
Marcus Ericsson is not an experienced IndyCar driver.
No, he is.
This is his 3rd year.
Middle-aged. See, that's what I mean. He's brought in a new category: youth, middle-aged versus veterans. Because Newgarden and Rossi, they're in the middle-aged, aren't they?
Okay. I don't even know how to react to that. Thank you for joining us
here at Indy Fanatics for high-quality IndyCar content with high levels of stupidity from this guy.
Well, obviously, we come into this weekend. The dream is over thanks to Pato Award. We're not going to have 9 race winners from 9 races.
And you know what, guys? I was all on board that dream right to the end. I was cheering Joseph Newgarden on. You know, this guy, he abandoned it. He was like, screw the dream! Pato! Pato! Edge of his seat. Come on!
It was only when Pato could have won the race.
Oh, yeah.
That
See how fickle he is. We wanted the dream of 8 races and 8 different race winners. And this guy, you know what it is. God, unbelievable.
Look, he equalled the record.
It only works if we're all in this together. And a first chance that one of his favourite drivers comes in, jump ship. Hey? Don't rely on this guy to have your back.
Well, to be fair, your ship sunk and my ship was flying, so...
Didn't have enough wood to fix the holes.
That's your response.
Because you know why? Because my crew joined another ship.
Jesus.
Right, let's get back onto the racing.
The dream is over, so... Can we talk about someone winning the race for the second time now, rather than trying to
Yeah. And you
winners.
know who I think? Well, we could have a third-time winner because I think Pato was very strong here last year and he's learned, and it was tyre wear really that let him down. He didn't quite get the strategy right from there.
Yeah.
Another guy who continues to go strong and his title rival with 1 point in it, Alex Palou.
Yeah.
We know he's so good on the road courses and he scored his first podium in IndyCar at Road America. I believe it was in race 1 he secured that. So
and now he's in a stronger car.
I can see it's those two battling out for victory.
I think Alex Palou is a strong favourite here to hit back at Pato. I'd love to see if McLaren are on it, maybe they can take it, but I think Alex Palou is a strong favourite.
Because Ganassi just looks so quick this year.
Yeah. And they were quick there last year.
Is there any really other two teams you see competing for the wins other than Arrow? I mean, it's IndyCar. So, it's picking names out of hat. We don't know what's going to happen. Andretti, Colton Herta being in the mix.
Yeah, Colton disappointing end to that second race in Detroit, looking to bounce back. I just don't see it. Maybe.
Rossi, first win of the season.
VK would have been a favourite for me.
I think so. Hi, Tara. There you go. Sorry, just Tara again. She always wants to take over. She's the producer in our ears at times, and she says, "Move on, move on." And I was like, we're just taking our time.
It's all the young guns I'm looking at because Pato.
I mean, you can never rule out Scott Dixon, but Scott Dixon seems to be in his typical accumulation mode.
Yeah, he's won his race. Now he's just going to get best of the rest.
Yeah, he's just going to keep going. And I don't think this is... Although, like we said, Chip Ganassi is so strong. Scott Dixon's one of the strongest drivers in the series. He could easily rock up. One race won last year. Could do it.
Yep. Tell you, he did also have a strong race in race 1 last year, if I remember correctly, is Will Power.
Yes.
He was obviously leading and then Scott took him for the race lead.
Yes.
And then I think Will got mucked up in a pit stop and then dropped further back.
Yep. And then he did not have a strong race 2 as he was involved in 2 collisions.
Yeah, but race 1.
We'll focus on
race 1.
Yeah, no.
There is no race 2.
Technically. Yeah, I was going to say, Will Power is one of those guys who have won for Team Penske there. And also the other guy is who did a fantastic job to finish P2 in Detroit race 2 is Joseph Newgarden in 2018. And Joseph looks desperate for a first win. So as much as we said that Team Penske haven't been necessarily, this is one of their strongest circuits, you can never rule out Team Penske.
Yeah, you got Joseph Newgarden, who was gutted after losing his race lead in the race 2, and then Will Power, who was fuming about the whole red flag debacle to lose his win in race 1. So both of them coming into the race, I think, with a little bit more motivation than they normally would.
There was just a quick point, a quick sidetrack, because that's what we do on the channel. We can't have a clear plan and then we go off on different tangents. On that one, obviously, Will Power had a massive rant about heat and fans and the engine.
Yes.
Kind of melting the ECU. Well, actually, it turned out it wasn't. It was just something that was a flaw in the shutdown or startup process that actually stopped the communication with the ECU. So what they needed to do was to get the Chevy engine tech that they had with the team. So it was nothing to do with the fans and the ECU overheating. It was just a technical glitch in the system that required the Chevy guy to plug in and start it back up. But you are only in a red flag situation allowed 2 guys there, and they only had 2 guys working on the engine because they thought it was just a startup problem that they needed to do there. And they hadn't ever encountered this problem before, so they couldn't do that. And that was the analysis. I think it came out on Monday or, basically there. It was, I'll see if I can find the link to the Racer magazine. If not, just kind of search the Racer magazine.
But there shouldn't have been a red flag anyway, so.
But absolutely. But it was an interesting point, I thought.
Okay.
Go from there.
Good. That was a good side note.
Yeah, absolutely. Back on track. We'll get into the serious thing now. As always, we are picking names out of the hat because it's podium prediction time. And getting that accurate is a nightmare. Although I do think I predicted Palou third in race 2.
Did you?
Yeah. Because my podium was meant to be Newgarden, Herta and Palou. And then Herta wanted to stuff it up, and then I thought it was going to be okay. And then Grosjean breaks on fire. My man Jimmy was helping me out, but Grosjean just came in and went, "No, hold my beer, Jimmy. You want to see a yellow? Let's give you a caution."
Jesus. Okay. Podium predictions.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Oh, so I'm doing it.
Yes.
First. Okay, so let's build this up. Let's go exciting. Third place, please.
I've got mine ready. Do you want me to go first?
Rossi! I'm going to keep going, but you know what? I feel like I'm jinxing him by predicting him to win. Although I did put him on the podium the other week. I'm putting him on the podium again because, I'm just going to say Alex Rossi is going to come good one of these races. So if he gets on the podium one of these times, I can go, ha! I told you he would do it this weekend, even though I'm predicting it every weekend, so it kind of defeats the point. But third place, Alexander Rossi. P2, Pato Award. And P1, Alex Palou. I just think this weekend is going to be Pato, Palou. Double P. Triple P for the Indy 500. That's gone. Pagenaud's not in the picture for the podium. It is double P. Pato, Palou, bish, bash, bash.
I was going to go something very similar. I was doing Palou, Pato, and then...
Pagenaud, triple P.
I think I was going to go triple P. But instead, I will mix this up. I'm going to go Willpower to win, Newgarden to come second, and Pagenaud to come 3. It's a Penske 1, 2, 3.
Triple P.
Triple P.
But a different variant. A different variant of Triple P. Wow. Look at that. So, Stephen wasn't listening to the facts at the start. No, he just wants to be edgy. He wants to be different. He wants to be that guy going, I told you when I predicted a triple Penske podium that it would come off. Could work. Remember Mid-Ohio race 2 at the end of last year? Andretti, hadn't won a race, and then suddenly they had 1, 2, 3 blocked out. So that's Penske.
Penske, triple P.
Triple P. Right, star performer. This is where the battle hots up. I had a 2 race advantage with a 3-1 lead, and in the double point weekender at Detroit, I threw it all away. He's back in the game. Star performer.
Oh, this is a tricky one.
I'm going to back a little guy.
Okay.
But I don't know which little guy I'm going to back yet. You know what? It's not a little guy. But I'm going to back him to do well.
Okay.
Connor Daly.
Connor Daly.
He's like a middle guy. He's not a little guy.
Middle guy.
He's not the high guy, but he's the middle guy.
Okay.
Connor Daly will be my star performer race 2. I'm going to back him for a top 5 finish.
Ooh.
There you go, Connor. US Air Force it right into the top 5.
Okay. I've got a couple of names in my head.
By the way, my star performer still counts if he outperforms your star performer, even if he doesn't get a top 5.
No, you said it now. He has to come in top 5 or you automatically lose.
Connor, don't let me down.
No.
Come on, mullet man. Do it for Indy. Naples.
Who am I going to go for? I'm going to go for... No, I've already said him. I've already said him before.
You can say him again if you want.
No, because I'm not sure if he will be a good bet.
Oh, well, that's it.
Takuma Sato!
So you did go for a guy you went for before.
Yeah.
But not...
No, that was the guy, and then I just went for it.
Oh, right, okay, Takuma Sato. Well, yeah, Sato's kind of just been there or thereabouts.
Yeah.
I think if anyone's the best... Well, actually, maybe not, because consistently, Graham Rahal's been, doing
I was
well.
going to go for Graham, but I've just got a soft spot for Takuma.
Yeah. 2-time Indy 500 winner, by the way. Didn't realise. Always mention on commentary because it's a big deal. That's why. But yeah, star performance. And again, we have a weekend where all our rookie performers are going. And also, this week, welcome to the party, Cody Ware. Jimmy's going to have someone joining him.
Wow.
That's harsh.
Yeah, Cody's going to be much further on the
No. Like, in all credit, look, Cody, it's going to be a tough one. He's only had practice ones over. So just finishing the race, I think going and getting like some laps under with the hope of if they can get it together and he shows some promise, it may turn into a more part-time, full-time seat in the future. With Jimmy, though, I know obviously he brought out that caution. There was a little bit of controversy, I think, after it. So like people getting on Jimmy's back about him going, he's a rookie. And all the pros that he brings to the series, the sponsorship, the fact that Tony Kanaan gets to race in a competitive car and did, so well at Indy and has done well at the ovals as well. Probably bringing over fans from NASCAR, opening their eyes to IndyCar that wouldn't have come across, if they weren't Jimmy Johnson fans. He's doing so much good for this series. He's so supportive and so kind of appreciative of the series as well. And he's getting better. Yeah. Like, the guy has never driven a single seater before. It's literally like me driving my Toyota Yaris and then going into a Ferrari and going same car, got four wheels, does the same things.
Yeah. See, it's the street circuit. It's difficult.
Yeah, and he had his best weekend.
He wasn't the only one to bin it as well. Roman Grosjean binned it.
Stayed on lead lap.
How many races has he done in F1?
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone was saying how easy IndyCar was because Grosjean nearly won a race on the track that was most like an F1 race.
He also threw it away to Rinosuke. Rocket Man. So it can't be that easy.
No.
Nope. I'm backing Roman Grosjean though for Road America.
And I am going to do the reverse of what we did in our podium predictions. And I'm going to back Penske's Scotty McLaughlin. Here we go. I just feel good about this one.
I've got him down for P4, yeah.
McLaughlin.
Yeah. So Penske 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right. So then in your books on 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Right. Where does Roman Grosjean feature as the best rookie of the weekend?
P0.
That's impossible.
Only if you don't believe.
You've stumped yourself. You've stumped yourself in your commitment to top 4 Penske finishes. You completely undermined your rookie pick.
Sacrifices have to be made.
Right, so Scott McLaughlin's my rookie pick, and apparently it's Stevens too, if you're to believe his top 4 picking in the race, but he said the words Roman Grosjean.
Yes, Roman Grosjean.
Right, that's it. We've waffled on enough.
Cody will be great.
Hope you've been entertained. We're looking forward to Road America. You looking forward to Road America?
Yes.
It's a brilliant track. It's one of the best kind of race tracks on the calendar. High speed corners. It's a technical challenge, narrow as well. The room for error is always small with the kind of grass boundaries. It's a great classic traditional racetrack. The ones that kind of, are all in American racing series, and it's just a brilliant one.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant one.
Yeah.
And cannot wait for the race. Last year's 2 races there were superb. So let's hope for another cracker on Sunday because the racing keeps coming. Comment down below with your thoughts, your predictions, and your thoughts on a Penske 1, 2, 3, 4 with Roman Grosjean being rookie of the day.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
And when it does, you're going to have to apologise to me.
This guy is going to be so excited when Grosjean comes in P0. Brand new position for IndyCar. But if they're new around here, or haven't done so already, Stephen, what can they do?
They can like, subscribe, and ding that bell.
Ding it. So for now, you Indy fans, keep racing!